Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 2 of Direwolf20's FTB OceanBlock series, where I've done a little bit of just cleaning up around my base, around my area here. A little bit of landscaping, if you will. Just trying to keep things tidy as we get started in this pack. So between episodes, as you can see, I kind of just set up two little farms, right? And I'm going to explain what I did here. It's nothing too complex. It's exactly what I said I was going to do. I just put fences around them. That's about it. And landscaped a little bit of landscaping, just to kind of keep things looking nice. Yeah, not too shabby. So I've got over here a nice little animal pen where I'm going to put my blessed earth that I got as a quest reward, which I think is probably pretty lucky to have gotten. I feel like it was pretty lucky to have gotten. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. We'll find out. Are these more cotton seeds? Good. As you can see, I've planted a good number of seeds. Some cotton seeds, some flax, some frost melons they're called. I don't know if they're like, now that I'm thinking about it, frost melon, do they act like, they might act like melons. So that might not be a good positioning for these guys. They probably have to be, hey, not at all what I meant to do, but okay. There we go. Sweet. And then hemp seeds, wheat seeds, strawberry seeds, potatoes, and I've got a nice long line of cotton going on. I figured I'd do like 2 sets of cotton, because why not, right? So, all set there. And then I put some pressure plates on the back so I don't have to close the doors when I exit. And I don't have to open them when I go in. It's pretty nice. Sweet. So, on that note, getting hungry. Getting real hungry. You'll also note that I've got some leather and some leads. Guess who paid me a visit? A wandering trader. Guess who did not survive that visit? A wandering trader. It is what it is. Sweet. And I also got a little bit of a mob soul from him, so that's cool. Just organizing and getting my inventory sorted a little bit. So I've got, you know, a few extra fences. Everything else is looking pretty good. So I think my goal should, for now, I might wait out this night, because it's getting, you know, it's pretty dark out. So I might just chill for a minute, let the night pass. And what I think I'd like to do is get those passive mobs going pretty quickly. And I'd love to get myself a watering can. Now that's going to need a bone meal. Did I get a bone from that skeleton I killed earlier? I did. How exciting is that? Sweet. I love that. You can also sluice up bone meal from dust, so that's kind of good to know too. And the sluicing, by the way, can get us all kinds of chunks, which is sweet. That's cool. So we'll get lots of resources from sluicing once we get to that point. Looks like there's different tiers of mesh if we're paying attention. So gold mesh, processing time 100 ticks, cloth mesh, processing time. So gold mesh looks like you have a higher chance of getting some things, but also you get access to some new things. Sweet. Gold mesh. Okay. Not bad. So that's pretty cool. You can sluice lava? Nice. Or you can sluice with lava. Crushed basalt. That's kind of cool. Alright, yeah. Oh, look, there's different tiers of sluice, too. Processing time is faster on the higher tiers. Fluid usage modifier can hold up to... Allows automation. Can be upgraded to further increase efficiency. Requires RF to function. The netherite sluice can be automated. These ones can't. Alright, cool. So, back in a minute when it's daytime, and we'll do the thing. Alright, looking good now. So, it's nice and daytimey. So, let's try out this blessed earth stuff. I don't know how it works, if it's going to spread. I'm assuming it's okay to be in daylight. So, I'm only going to grab, like, let's say 4 of them. And if this, like, continuously spawns passive mobs like Cursed Earth does, then I'm going to be a very happy dyer. Let's be ready. Now, I'm assuming that also, like Cursed Earth, I can't pick it back up, so we should be very conservative with it. Okay. Work. Do thing. Go. Oh. I'm just going to let it sit there for a little bit, because I'm curious if it's going to spread. I'm curious how, you know. Because Cursed Earth spread. Didn't, like, the original implementation of Cursed Earth? Absolutely spread. Ooh, flax seeds are growing up. Sweet. Potatoes are getting there. I'm going to have a decent food farm shortly, and I need it immediately. So let's go food farm. By the way, how do I turn cotton into string? 4 string from 2 cotton. I actually think I've got enough of that now. Yes. So I should be able to do that, and that'll complete my quest for more string. Hooray. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So that is here, that is here, that is you, and you. Bone meal, too, by the way. Thank you for that. That's a nice reward. That is a super nice reward. I'm going to throw that into my miscellaneous junk chest. I've got some string. So while I'm waiting for that thing to do something, right? Spawns passive mobs. Is there any kind of... Nope, nothing really. It doesn't look that hard to make, in fairness. I mean, it's a block of iron. That's it. So, I mean... Oh, look! Passive mob is spawned. How cool is that? Hello, horse. Awesome. Oh, hello. It's a pig. It's working. What's this? What is that quest? Unlock your first accessory? Is that a hats mod thing? Oh, hello. Oh, do you want to start the GUI tutorial? I do. You can control the view on the... Feel free to click and drag. Go ahead and try it now. Hats you have on... Actually, don't click now. The initial part of the tutorial is over. You can click on a hat to wear it, or right-click for additional options. You can search for a specific hat here. Additional buttons up here. Mouse over for tooltips. And that's it. Sweet. Well, I'm definitely going to wear the Darwell 20 hat, because, I mean, how could I not? Trendsetter indeed. Look, if you thought I was going to spawn passive mobs with Blessed Earth and not farm them for food, then you were mistaken. I'm just saying. You were very mistaken. I like that a lot, by the way. I mean, granted, passive mobs would spawn on the grass eventually-ish, right? But, I mean, that's number 1, way faster. And number 2, way cooler. So I think I'm going to put down, like, you know what I should do is a 3x3 patch. Let's do that. Let's do a 3x3 patch of Blessed Earth. And that'll leave me a few extra in case I decide that I need more in the future. There'll be 7 extra. So, you know, that's a lot. It's a lot of extra Blessed Earth. What in the what are you? Are you just wearing a weird hat, Mr. Horse? I assume. Sweet. Yeah, a 3x3 patch sounds like a good plan to me. And now I've got food, thankfully. And I should probably repair some stuff. Hooray for food! Lots of horses getting spawned, though, I'll tell you that much. Oh, there's a sheep. Oh, there's a rabbit. Awesome. I like it. I really do. I'm just going to say, I really like it. We will probably do some more with automation on that in the future, right? Like, we could absolutely do some things with Industrial 4 going. Doesn't that have one of those, like, adult mob mover things? That would be kind of cool. Look at it go, though. Holy cow. It's going to take me a while to clear all those things out. Ah, that's awesome. I like it. All right, back to work. Back to work! Exploring this cool mod pack. See, already interesting things going on, which I like. The Sluice is what's up. So that's probably, I assume, the next major task for me. So animals, I needed a milk bucket and some wool in order to complete the animals quest. So I'll wait a little bit on that, but yes, we are very close to being able to complete that quest. I wonder how many passive mobs is going to... I assume it's going to at some point hit a limit, right? So oak, sluice, and any mesh. Cannot be automated in Big Red Tooltip. Sluices with a mesh and fluid to process blocks like gravel, sand, and more into more advanced resources. Hold the mesh in your hand and right-click it on the sluice to insert it. The sluice has an internal tank which it consumes water from after every operation. Right-click with a water bucket to fill the tank. Easy peasy. So let's get that made, right? So sluice. Don't forget the L, like I did. Did I use all my oak wood? I may have. So time for some tree planting. I think I turned a lot of it into charcoal. I was about to say, are you too close to my oak chests? But then no, it worked out. Sweet. Okay, so we can get our sluice. And there's several tiers, as we saw. And then mesh. And this is from the FTB sluice mods. Let's see what other items are here. Looks broken. Maybe good for emptying my sluice. A damaged canteen. Interesting. So the different tiers of sluice. A manual pump. Fortune upgrade. Increases drop chance by 3% by upgrade. Exponential power cost increase. Speed upgrades. Consumption upgrade. Reduces the fluid cost. This one adds dust and some crushed stuff. It also adds the hammers and the clay buckets. Okay, cool. Sweet. Alright, so you, and then we want the... I can't do an iron mesh, obviously, yet. So we're going to do that. And that should be cool. Now, I'm assuming that what I want to do is place this relatively near the water. Only assuming that on account of the fact that... I mean, that would make sense, right? Because I need to manually put water in here. Cool. Okay, so let's try it out. So you're going to go there. You get the mesh in you. And then I need to put water in you? Okay. Now remember, we can't automate this yet, but I assume at some point we will be able to. Sweet. Alright, and then we just put things like sand in there. Yeah, that's not bad. I like the little animation that it does. That's kind of cool. Now, does it just pop items out into the world? And it uses an entire bucket per operation, so that's a thing. Do you even sluice anything? Or am I just having bad luck here? Oh, hey, look, copper. Sweet. Alright, so we did it. And that's going to get me a bunch of resources along with a random reward, which was, I don't know what. Oh, an absorption hopper. Okay, don't mind if I do. That is actually really useful for what... Wow, that is a random reward that was extremely applicable to what we just got. Right? Right? Because I can now do this and stick that absorption hopper, like, right there. Does that sound cool? That is super cool. So on the down... you're going to be items. So now, you ready for this? I'm curious. Can I make a regular hopper? Well, I'm assuming maybe not. Is there like the wooden hopper thing? Not so much. Needs iron, needs iron, needs iron. We're going to have to hold off on the hopper for now, but that's okay. Now, what's this? Oh, hey, you expanded a bunch of stuff for me. Neato. Manual pump is an early game mechanic that allows you to automatically pump water into sluices which don't otherwise support fluid automation. The pump first needs to accumulate energy by winding it up, right-clicking the block, and then uses that stored energy to pull 1,000 millibuckets of water per second from an infinite water source below it and push it into the connected sluice. Beware, though, the spring lock mechanisms it uses are a bit finicky, so it's best not to overstress it too much. Cool. I like it. We're definitely going to try that out. Now, that looks like it'll probably require water, or iron. It needs smooth stone, it needs oak, and it says water buckets. It doesn't say, it's not flickering between the other kinds of water buckets, so I'm assuming that actually needs iron. So what's the best method of getting iron? If I want iron chunks, I will get at a 53%, well, let's see, with cloth mesh, it's 33%. It's 44% from gravel. So we probably want to throw gravel in there. Oh, hello, animals. Are you getting out of my farm? Is that what's happening? Because there is a... Wow, they are very crowded. I did not plan for that to be a problem, and I think it's a problem. It's working too well. My goodness, it's working too well. Holy cow. Especially the chickens. The chickens are really working too well. Look, there's fences there, guys. Did you not see the fences? Oh, is the rabbit letting them out? Silly rabbit. Pressure plates are for Steve. My goodness. I'm wondering if the rabbit was letting them out. Is that possible? Or is it a collision problem, right? Like they're so jam-packed in there that it's... I'm suspecting rabbits. Get back here, you. Gotcha. Alright, well at least I've got a good amount of food for the time being. I didn't want mobs all over my island. That was not part of the plan. But it's all small mobs that are getting out, so I'm wondering if it's like a collision issue. You know, like the mobs are pushing into each other such that they're pushing them through the fences. That's a thing that can happen, right? Pretty sure that's accurate. Alright, that at least cleans up some of the mess. You know what? Mob drops are going in the plants chest. I've just decided. An Infurium is a mob drop. I have spoken! So is string, technically. I need a better chest system, which will absolutely happen soon. Alright, so now let's go sluice up some gravel and see if we can... Let's see if this vacuum hopper thing works. Because it should. I think it is. Yes, it is. Nice! So once we get this thing automated... Now, it says we can automate the oak sluice, right? It says it can't be automated. So we're going to have to, you know... I'm curious if a hopper would work. It says it can't be automated, so I assume not, right? So that's a no to a hopper? Do I have to just stand here and manually sluice things? Because that doesn't sound super fun. I'm sure there's a way to automate it later. Gather 8 ore chunks and make an iron ingot, and I'll get a bunch of ore chunks. I'll read that quest in a minute. I'm going to come back after a moment or two of sluicing. And the best part about this is I can even stand right near it, and it vacuums it up so fast, it doesn't have any chance to go into my inventory. So it's very tidy. Look at all the stuff I already got. Beautiful. Alright, I lied about it not going into my inventory. It totally just did. But, you know, don't stand right next to it and you'll be fine. Now here's a bit of a bummer I'm looking at. It looks like the iron chunks that we're getting from this mod turn into nuggets, which is brutal. The other thing you can do with them, though, is craft them into clusters, which then you can hammer with an engineer's hammer into dust, which I assume then I can smelt into regular, yes. Or you can turn those directly into iron with a tempered glass jar and some low temperature. Or high temperature. Okay. Quartz grindstone gives you 1, 2 of them. It looks like a 100% chance. That just needs a little bit of quartz, which I'm getting niter. We'll have to see if there's a cool way to get quartz. But quartz grindstone might be a way to ore double this. How does one get quartz? So this quartz can come from sluicing dust. So I could sluice up some dust, let's say. And that would be cool. I've got a little bit of dust. I can get a little bit more. Ow. Fire bad. And then I've got that hammer, right? Sweet. I love that. That is cool. So I could get some quartz, and that should get me an early game ore doubling. I think that's a good plan, right? Basically any stone, right? Yeah. I can make this happen. I can get the ore doubling going early. Alright, be right back. I'm going to sluice up a bunch of things. Hey, guess who hasn't slept in 3 nights? I don't have a bed yet. I should probably get a bed. Now that I have sheep, I can get a bed, right? I don't see why not. I already got 2 wool. Come on, dudes. I feel like phantoms were like a cool idea in theory. It's one of those like, that was a cool idea, but then it didn't work out the way we thought it would. They just turn out to be more annoying than anything. It's like, ugh, I have to sleep now. I mean, have to sleep is a strong phrase, right? I don't have to do anything. But it's like annoying if you haven't slept. Which is the case that I'm experiencing right now, right? Cool idea in theory. Turned out to just be annoying. Alright, with that now taken care of. And rabbits are continuing to escape, it looks like. Silly rabbits. I know. Get all the anger you want. I need a better weapon, clearly. Is that enough wool? Eh. Not great, not terrible. At least animal food is good food. Okay, so that should be 3 of these now, and then... Sweet. And a bed is mine? I'm sleeping, even though it's about to be morning, because, you know. Alright, back to sluicing. Once I get a few, Certus, which is a low chance, by the way. It's only like 10 or 15% chance. So I'll probably be here for a few minutes, but I really don't want to not ore double my initial ores. There might be a better way, and maybe the quest book will tell me that there's a better way, and then I'll be like, oh, that was a waste of time. But either way, let's do the thing. Be right back. You know, I didn't pay enough attention, but you can only get quartz from diamond and gold mesh. Yeah, it's my bad. I did not pay enough attention to that. I didn't. Yeah. That's not good. Yeah, so I may not be able to ore double yet. I may not be able to. I was like, hey, we haven't gotten any yet. I thought I would have gotten some by now. Yeah, my bad. Whoops. What do we get from dust in the sluice with cloth? Mesh. Silver, gold, and nickel. But very low chance of any of those. So we've gotten a few gold, but not even enough to get like an ingot yet. So what I'll probably have to do, since there's probably not going to be a good way to ore double this guy, unless there's something else we can get for ore doubling. Anything else that would ore double for me? Blood magic is a thing. Arc furnace, definitely not yet. Crusher, no way. Washing factory for industrial, nope, not happening. The squeezer, that has a 100% chance to make an iron dust. That, I think, needs a whole block of iron, though. So this is doable right now, the squeezer. This is a way, but I need a lot of iron to get ore doubling going. And then there's tinkers, obviously. So that might be an approach, but we need some lava before we can get that working for ore doubling. So I think what I'll do, just to complete the quest, would be do this. And then I believe it was the engineer's hammer from... whatchamacallit? Oh, good, more food. Immersive. The immersive hammer. Oh, we need a couple iron ingots for that. Oof! That's an oof. That is an oof, isn't it? Tempered glass jar from the tempered glass mod, and that needs cast iron, so that's probably not a thing I can do just yet. How do I get iron out of this thing? Don't make me do nuggets, because I ain't gonna be happy with the nuggets. Many resources that you would find underground can be gathered by chunks. To then further process those chunks into actual, you can either smelt the chunks into nuggets directly, craft the chunks into clusters and process them in a smeltery, or doubly included, craft the chunks into clusters and melt them directly into ingots using a jar. As you expand your island, more ways of processing chunks and clusters will obviously become available to you, so these things are mostly to get you started. Okay, so what I'm hearing is I've got some stuff to do. The nuggets sounds like a horrible approach. I really don't want to do that route. Can I get lava yet? How does one get lava? Tempered glass will get me lava from stone. Okay. The squeezer will get it from blaze. Okay. So I probably can't get lava yet until I get into this tempered glass mod, which we're obviously not quite there yet with. So with that said, oh my goodness, you can craft, ultimate crafting. Sweet. Look at this. This pack has a lot of things in it. Creative fluid tank. I like it. I like it, but not yet. Unfortunately, we can't be there yet. So what I'm gonna have to do, I think, unless I'm missing it, because yes, I can get the Tinker Smeltery to melt it, but don't I need lava? So I need to go, if I'm reading this correctly, the slow approach, right? Unless I don't understand something here. But I'm gonna leave these two here. So I'm going to sluice up a bunch of gravel to get started, and we'll be back in a few minutes once I've done a bunch of this. All right, task 1 complete, gather 8 ore chunks. And because those 8 ore chunks are iron, I'm hopeful, very hopeful, that I will very quickly get one more because the chances are not terrible. There we go. 9 ore chunks. And then we need to smelt them into nuggets to make our first iron ingot. So, little painful, not going to lie, that first little bit, but I suspect this is going to get much easier very soon, hopefully. Hopefully. Now, 9 of these becomes 1 ingot. Once I get 2 ingots, I can then make the hammer that I need to make 4 of them become 1 ingot. So that immediately is an ore doubling mechanic. So the first 2 that I get are pretty slow, but then I'll be able to double from there. Now, once I get those 2 made and get the hammer going from Immersive, then I can upgrade even further and get proper ore doubling by way of the crusher or maybe, I don't know, other things. Also, once I get a few more irons, then I can get iron mesh. I can get, I can probably even get gold mesh. How do you make the meshes? How many ingots? You need 4 ingots per mesh. So if I want to get a gold mesh, which is the first one I need in order to get, the Certus Quartz thing, then what I would say is that I only need 4 gold, which we're probably not far off from. I mean, that's probably a lie. I've got 2 gold. So how do we get these with cloth? With cloth, it's only from sand. Excuse me, sir. No, I'm reading JEI here. Rude. What was I saying? Yes, gold. If I wanted them from cloth, I can get it from sand, or iron also comes from sand. So sand or dust is how you get gold. Sand or dust is how you get gold. I should probably do sand, because I'll get some other metals, whereas with dust, it's very unlikely I'll get anything good. But that's with that's only with an iron mesh, right? So, well, no, you can get it from cloth from dust, couldn't I? But it was super low chance. Yeah, I think that was correct. Sand from cloth is a 6% chance, so I can do it with cloth. But if I were to upgrade to an iron mesh, I think we would just be better all around. So we should probably do that. All right, cool. So this will complete my first quest. Huzzah! Quest complete. And that unlocks a lot more things. And that gets me a bunch of chunks, by the way, as a reward. 10 of them. I forgot what it said on the tooltip, but I think I was not very lucky there. Cast iron is one of the main crafting components in the FTB jar mod and is used in quite a few other recipes in this pack as well. For now, your main way of getting it is to let iron ingots simmer on top of a campfire, but you can alternatively also loot it from structures on the water. Sweet. So now here's my question. Should I get another iron ingot via the nuggets method, or should we try to beeline for jars? So if I want tempered glass, it's just going to be glass on a campfire, so that's not bad. Cast iron tubes are needed for this tempered glass jar, And that looks like a hefty amount of, cast iron. So we're going to need, if my math is correct, 1, 2, 6, 7 cast iron. So we need 7 iron before we can get our first jar. I believe that to be accurate. I mean, I'll get some iron nuggets for this. Ooh, look at that. Note, tubes only connect to the top of jars. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's neat. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Glass jar. Jar auto processing block. This all sounds cool. And then there's some iron sluicing that can happen at some point. So, long story short, I need a lot more iron. So I think my best bet is to go the hammer approach. I really do. I think... Bunnies, please. This is not going as well as I had hoped. I'm going to have to make a better passive mob farm. I need a better passive mob farm is really what it comes down to. And they're so hard to kill because they're so tiny and fast. So I think my best bet would be to just smelt up 9 more of these, get another ingot's worth, so I can get the hammer, so that I can get 1 ingot per 4 clusters. That'll definitely speed things up. And then we will proceed with more stuff and things, right? Now, the manual pump needed... it says water buckets. I wonder if this would use any kind of bucket. Like, if I were to... I'm just going to test this out. If I were to get this... Oh, yeah, you're registered as a coolant, are you? Now, what if I do this? Yes. Yeah, I don't think we can use this for any of the crafting. So if I want to get that block, I need 3 iron buckets, is what you're telling me. I believe that to be true. Good to know. Good to know. What you gonna do? Alright, so this will get me our second iron nugget. And then should I look into a blast furnace, though? I mean, it might not be a terrible idea. It needs 5 iron. So the answer is no. We're not looking into a blast furnace. No thank you. No thank you, blast furnace. I will pass. I will pass. Oh my, look how much has expanded. My goodness, lots more quests are available. Holy cow. Draconic evolution. Definitely interested to see how Draconic has evolved into 1.17. Or 16, right? 1.16, yes. I know a version of Minecraft I'm playing. I'm just curious to see how Draconic... We haven't touched Draconic in the latest version of Minecraft that has mods for it, right? And then, what do we have? RF tools? Is that what we got? Or, I mean, refined storage? Yeah, refined. Definitely. Although, Applied Energistics 2 is also in the pack. So it's up to us if we want to do AE2 or refined. AE2 is obviously the more complex and difficult mod to go through, but we've done a lot of refined lately. And AE2 does have some perks. So, we'll see. Refined is just so good, though. It's just so good. Alright, where's my hammer? There we go. And now I should be able to do this, and that's 1. So that'll save me a lot of coal, by the way, too. Okay, so what time is it? It's sieving more gravel time. That's what time it is. We'll be right back. You know, I say we'll be right back, but how about instead of being right back, we come back next episode? Does that sound like a plan? Because guess what time it is? It is pretty much wrapping up point. And now's a good time to wrap up because I have a lot of boring off-camera work to do for a little bit. So if we were to, I don't know, spend some time doing that, that might not be bad. So I'll come back next episode, and I'll have a bunch of iron hopefully by then. And in addition to having a bunch of iron by then, we'll start looking at automation, some of this jar stuff. We'll continue the getting started chapter, right? Just to kind of get a feel for everything here. Now, I do have some rewards I can collect. Add-on range tier 3. Where's that from? I don't know. I did something good. I guess some quests I accidentally completed. You're going to go in with my other miscellaneous junk. But yes, wrapping up point. Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. And take it easy.